Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up, Africa.
Hello and welcome, beloveds, to another episode of Ask Dr. Mumbi on the Dr. Mumbi Show, Dr. Mumbi Live. My name is Dr. Mumbi Saraki. How you doing? How's everything going? I really do pray, beloveds, that you are well in all your ways and that you're moving into living life, your best life, man, in your own mind, in your own story, in your own narrative. As we watch Babylon fall, make sure you've disconnected yourself as much as possible from the Babylon system so it doesn't, the fall doesn't shatter you either physically, emotionally, or spiritually, because really we're in a mental war and a mental marathon, and only the fittest of the fittest of the fittest of the fittest mentally shall make it through these times. But we are not alone, and we should learn to take advantage of all the resources at our disposal. The most powerful tool at our disposal is our tongue, beloveds, and our thoughts, because that connects us to the spiritual world. As I've told you, first comes the spiritual, then comes the physical. Everything is being decided in the spiritual realm. By the time you're seeing it physically, it's already been decided. It's already been sorceried into life. It's already been manifested by others who you have given your power over to. So the easiest way for us to do it, and I've just labeled it prayer, but it can also be considered communion, meditation. But I've used prayer because it's the most universal term that we can all just jump on board and people can have the most necessary, question answered. So a lot of people were like, what do we pray about? And that's a very interesting question. I think we are going to, I've actually requested people, and you can do it in the comments below, to let me know what declarations should we have for Africa, because I think it would be very powerful if we were all praying along the same lines. Of course, we want the liberation of our people, etc., but give me some ideas below. So what should you pray about? What should I and I pray about? I think the first and most important thing to pray for, beloveds, is your guidance and protection. And, from your spiritual team that has the highest intention for you. And so always pray, especially even when you're going into prayers of creation, prayers of destroying the enemy, of destruction, and you're starting to kind of feel your way in that world. You always want to have a cover of protection. Some people who have the power of visualization will see like a golden bubble encircling them and their loved ones, or even their house, etc. So it's very important to call upon your spiritual team, your beloved cosmic ancestors, your beloved bloodline ancestors who have the highest intention for your life, to come and protect you as you go into this communion. Secondly, you should really be praying for your awakening, beloveds, because it's like time is running out, and all you need to do is come online. All you need to do is awaken to the truth, and your spiritual team is waiting. The Most High is waiting to do all necessary things and to take you to the next level. So I would pray, open up my eyes that I may see. Open up my ears so that I may hear the truth. Open up my nose so I can smell, because you should have the smell discernment, beloveds, where you can smell a parasitic spirit just with their odor. I know some people, exactly what I'm talking about. Open up my heart so that I may know, because the heart is the real mind, beloveds. This is just a calculation machine, but this is where all the instructions are coming for our lives. And so we really have to move with a clean heart. And so, it's very important to pray for your awakening and pray for the power of forgiveness. Forgive those who have wronged you, beloveds. Because forgiveness is not about anybody, it's about yourself. And in order to use this command center, it needs to be as light as a feather, beloveds. You need to have let every baggage, every heartache go so that you can move in true power. So, and if you're not in a place to forgive, there's some times, beloved, when I found out everything that, the enemies of my soul had done. There was a time I was really angry, and I was like, I could never forgive, until I recognized that forgiveness was for me. It was to enable me to move on. It had nothing to do with the other party. It's actually an extremely selfish and self-fulfilling, thing. So ask that you may forgive. Ask for the power of forgiveness. And if you're there, forgive and release. Genuinely forgive, Imagine the person is across from you and say, I forgive you for A, B, C, D. And take your power back from that person and the space they're taking in your head and in your heart. The next thing I would pray for is a complete restoration of you, because before you came here, beloveds, you had an agenda, you had your own path, you had your own destiny. You didn't write poverty into your experience. Maybe you had to do it because of karma, but if you're a chosen one, there are so many obstacles that have been created out of your free will. So pray for the restoration of your destiny, beloveds, that you may be put back on the highest path for your life, and that you may have a complete restoration of who you are to the highest level, to the who you were in the spiritual realm before you came here and got all distracted, diverted and confused. And so, it's really important to pray to be set on the highest path for your destiny and to be put back on your plans, the highest plans that you had for yourself. And then when it comes to us as a people, beloveds, I think the most important thing is just a prayer of liberation, that our people may be liberated within our lifetime. A prayer of restoration, that our shrines may be rebuilt. And of course, the most important shrine is this vessel that you have the honor to move in and do wonderful things, and you're only using even 5% of it. The complete restoration of our people, that more of our people may awaken. So those are the collective prayers, but first put yourself in place, beloveds. Also, I forgot to mention, pray that your powers will come online and you'll know how to use them and hone them, and they'll only work for the greatest good. Because a lot of people's powers are just coming online, They're visualizing themselves flying. Yeah, you're flying in the spiritual realm, but because you're not aware of that realm, you can't even understand and understand what's going on. Pray that your healing abilities will come online and heal thyself first. That's how you'll know if you're a true healer. But definitely pray that the powers that you came in with will be fully restored to you. Because what's happened also in Africa is a lot of people took our powers. And you have to call those powers back, beloveds. So that would be something that is of utmost importance. Any giftings I came into this world with. I came back into this world with. Any blessings I came into this world with. Any spiritual, talents I came with, come back to me now. I disconnect those who have taken them from me. Mostly it's family members. Call that back. Call your power back, beloveds. And ask for the wisdom and the knowledge, and if necessary, the right teacher to help you hone your skills. And remember, I'd be careful with the teacher thing, because you have all the knowledge inside you and you have an amazing spiritual team. And I'd also pray for the spiritual team to continuously reveal who they are for you and what agenda you set out with for this lifetime. Let me know if you have any other ideas. What should people pray for? Really, it's a great concern for many of our brothers and sisters who are waking up. I really hope this has been of help to you. Until next time, Tuko pamoja.